and welcome back to our new episode of SLR Racing. Today we're going into the Italy Grand Prix, which got replaced to the Bahrain Grand Prix. So, since 7 to 8 years, I don't know, you do the math, we are on SLR today, as I said, on the second round of the season. Which is actually one of the fastest, if not the fastest track on the calendar, with the highest percentage of full throttle of any kind of track here. So 180.7 fast right now. Today we're driving 27 laps on this track, and we also have maybe some slight condition changes with okay. You were absolutely correct. You couldn't hear me because the music was way too loud. I'm a professional. Well, what I was going to say, we maybe have some slight condition changes, and I think it might be cloudy for the qualifying, but nonetheless, it will be an exciting qualifying and total weekend. And I'm not alone, I'm not by myself, I'm with a very, very interesting man that you should remember. He was commentating with me at the exact same track last season. Guess the name, it's Federara.
Yeah, good evening, Horizon, and that was a great presentation with 5-10 seconds of silence. But yeah, we are in Monza, the Temple of Speed, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting to see a great race, hopefully. Not with two. Well, we are expecting to see a DRS train at the race, unless it's gonna rain, who knows.
And maybe it will rain a bit, but we will see in the future. And I'm going to know details. This one, and this one. Alright, absolutely beautiful. So, who are we going with? Who is in first place? I think it's William or an Alpine, I don't know.
I think it's actually Waltz, yeah, from the Williams.
Wolf. Alright, so it's Mr. John Wick who's on the first lap. I think I have to be a bit louder. No, I am good. Okay. Yeah. So weaving down the straight a bit to warm up the soft compounds. I think in Monza, do they have what power compound exactly do they have in Monza?
I have no clue. Maybe I
Me
don't know.
neither. So
C6. I don't know. Well, who cares? But yeah, let's go with Wolf, who's gonna be the first one on the lap, and you can already see how much battery is using on the straight. You actually use on this game basically on every track. You go medium and you just use battery on the straights, and yeah, Wolf's being very aggressive into going to the first variante, and then we're heading into the Raja. So yeah, as you mentioned earlier, it's the truck with the most percentage of full throttle. So it's also going to be easy, to go into the gravel and also to get track limits, which, if I remember correctly, you've got sometimes like a double or triple track limit warning on a corner just because the game is bugged. So we might see a few penalties today.
yeah, we might. And now through I don't know the corner name. My
The
bad.
Ascari, yeah,
The
that was the
Ascari
Ascari.
chicane. Yeah. Now through the
And then you go into the Parabolica, also renamed as the Alboreto now.
Yeah, of course you know the name. You are an Italian man, and you touched a bit of grass there that maybe affected time for a bit, but it's the banker's lap, so nothing to worry about. He will get so many chances, and we got a 118.7 from John Wick with the first lap of this season here in in Monza. But Eversnax beats that right away with 118.4. And Pat Madman on second position only 1/10 faster than John Wick. And Wesley. Do we know him? Do we know Wesley? I don't know because
Yeah, he raced a few seasons, for a few seasons now. So yeah, we do know him for sure.
okay, Wesley is going for a shortcut on the first double chicane. I think that's the right decision if he isn't on a hot lap.
And
Well,
just take a look at the Aston Martin or Verge.
Verge, where's he on 10th position? Alright. Yeah, I'm on him.
He's on to the last corner, just very good on the exit, and let's see what's gonna be his time. So 18, yeah, that's not gonna be poor, but that's gonna be, yeah, good for P8. So
Good.
yeah, Versnack setting a quite a good benchmark, to be
Yeah,
honest. Like he said, he was expecting to be very very slow on quali, but it was probably some backing. So well, that's quite expectable from Versnack. You know, he just keeps crying and then he sets the fastest lap.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the Versnacks we know.
Yeah, so focus on Prince Helios. He was driving for a bit last season and also last race in Australia, in Melbourne Park to be exact. And he's going through the first sector beautifully and now through the second as well. Let's see if he improves in the... No, it's his first lap, sorry. It's his first hot lap, of course he's improving. But he's the only driver on track who didn't set a lap time. And ooh, the little gas thingy blinks red, so that means he doesn't have enough gas for the next lap or this lap. I don't know exactly, but he won't be able to get back to the pits with full throttle, and that's enough for 19.6 for the 11th position. So who's on outlaps?
Yeah, I've
Something
just
very
seen that we
interesting.
got.
We just got one more attendant. We started with 17 participants, and now we got to 18. I think Nasser Al Habi. All right, I think he is Arabic or somewhere from that region. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just
Yeah, just
talking
I
nonsense.
will
But
just get.
keyboard Mac,
Sorry to interrupt, but I will
keyboard.
just look at the chat and Chief saying worst track ever.
Well,
I
I
absolutely
absolutely agree with
agree,
that.
Chief. Nah, I absolutely disagree.
So keyboard Mac with mediums on a hot lap now. Maybe it's a good decision, maybe not. You have to be very careful on those mediums because they provide less grip as expected, and they are way slower than the softs in the qualifying. I don't know. This guy does it quite often, and on wet conditions he changes the softs right if the last single drop fell. And even if the track is still a bit wet, but nonetheless, somehow he will get. Sometimes he stays down there with like 15th place or 14th place, but sometimes he just goes up the ladder and goes to 5th or 4th place. 2 seasons back, and he was one of the top championship contenders. I remember battling with him
Ooh, and
in
meanwhile,
Australia.
Skipper Maxson setting the second purple sector is actually flying. I don't know if it's just a game who's packed is actually, or if he is actually going that fast. So let's keep an eye on Keyboard. Because as you said, mediums is way lower grip, but they are kind of more consistent car. So let's see where Keyboard is gonna place. I don't think that's gonna be into the top 5, but it might be a good luck. Well, it's P13 head of Boost and Wesley. And
Hmm.
I just saw that Larson joined the lobby, so I think, yeah, we should be 19 today. So
19. Okay. Well, so Nasser Al Harbi, I will call him Nasser from now on, is going through.
NASA,
Nasser, you're the one in 19th
yeah,
position.
P19, yeah.
Yeah, he goes through. It's your turn.
Yeah, it's Parabolica. That's right.
Parabolica. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
or
very,
if you
very.
want Alboreto,
Yeah,
well, it's
you know
Final
it.
Parabolica. Yeah, it's the most common name for
Yeah,
it. No
Parabolica.
worries.
Do you know, I really like to enjoy if they, well, that won't be happen anytime soon. I don't think that will happen anytime in their F1 history, but it would be very funny if they just say, "Ayo, there's a second layout on the track with the steepest angle any racetrack is having, even more than the Avos track in Berlin, which is very interesting. It was the
Well, I
first,
don't know if it's gonna be great, but yeah.
yeah, it was the first Autobahn-like track in the world, but that's a different story. I don't know. I think the cars are way too low to the ground to be on such a steep angle because it's tilted, you know. They can
Well,
just be a
maybe
little
from
slow.
next year, we're gonna get the new cars, so who knows? They're also smaller, tighter, so.
Well, I
And
think.
Leversacks, meanwhile, 18.259, just improving the slap time. Even when
Ah,
Vasco was going for a very good lap
Vasco.
and just invalidated the
Yeah,
exit of Ascari, so yeah.
I got it all on camera. So Batman, is he on hot lap? Yes, he is right on the. No, nah, huh? Is he or is he
He's not
isn't?
improving.
Let's see.
So yeah, Pep, who is also Italian, so let's see if we're gonna get our first Italian to win Monza actually.
Nah, our German guy will the win. Will get the win. Sorry. And ooh, John Scott goes wide, nearly invalidates his lap, but now through the last corner, through the start finish line. Is it enough for improving? No, he stays in a fourth position for now, right behind Waits, also known as John Wick, with 1/10 of a gap. And yeah, so who Futuristic? Come on, let's see. What is Futuristic going for? He's leaving some space for other drivers. Larson, he is on outlap currently. Is he near? No, okay, he just entered his outlap.
Well, Pep is going once again on his lap, yet to back off the previous one, so let's see who is gonna take quite a good slipstream here. Yeah, 25.9 is not quite improving, but let's see here being very, very good. The exit of the Roger, so let's go with the Lesmo Uno, where you get into sixth gear, fifth gear being very, very good. Also here, second part of Lesmo, and yeah, looks quite tidy and nice. So let's see what's gonna be second sector. I think that's quite a good improvement. It looked very good. Oh well, it's not improving, but 19,000 time. Meanwhile, Wade's got 18.1. So it's gonna get provisional pole, but let's keep the eye on Pep. So let's go into the exit of the Parabolica into fifth gear, change a little bit later gears, I would say, but is that gonna be enough for Pep? No, it's not. He just going back into the pit, so he probably lost just a few tenths into the last couple of corners.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate, but Keyboard Mac with a set of softs is back on the track. Now through the first double chicane. Don't lock up your brakes, even if you have ABS
Oh,
activated.
we already, yeah.
Um,
Now he's charging the battery now. I
yeah,
think he
but
made a mistake.
that's a new matter on F125. Everyone does that. Yeah, they do. Everyone keeps his battery on medium for the entire race, for the entire lap,
No,
and
no,
only.
but he's on none now, so
Yeah,
he's
you're
on
right. Yeah,
himself.
I'm talking nonsense. Larson, he's on an out lap, not anymore. He's going for the last penultimate corner. For the last corner, and it's called.
Parabolica.
Just saying that, and now he goes through the start finish line. Let's see what we got here. It's enough for the ninth position with a 129.8. What the 119.2. Only 3 thousandths of a second faster than
When
slower
just
than
saw
Vertia, and
seeing
only
the
two.
comments on the live, and everything say EA app opened itself and they couldn't steal the car was purple.
Okay.
So probably during the lap, yeah, the EA app open and yeah, he probably lost a lot of time then. So we might see a 17 maybe, 79 or point 0.8. I think we're gonna get to see that.
Maybe we do. I'm currently with
Well, just so
Star.
magnetic or some. Oh yeah, Piggy just made a mistake into the final corner. Who's called? You tell me now.
Um, Vedavara corner.
My God, man, you don't remember that after 3 times I told you the name. You got quite bad memory, I would say.
I'm focusing on other things, man. I just said that I am not into those corner names.
But yeah, just look at Kirbo is not quite improving, just 2 tenths from his previous lap time on the medium. So let's go into the final corner. Now it's gonna be, and yeah, you can see it's always nice to see the inputs that keyboard needs to put. Season, yeah, obviously is on keyboard. So yeah, just going to the pit, making a mistake into Parabolica. So yeah, keyboard couldn't set his lap time on to the soft. But I think we got Pep who's on the lap.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's not improving his first sector. So let's take a look. I think it's gonna be his last chance to take the provisional pole.
It actually
Yeah.
is, because if he stops right now, he has one more opportunity to restart the lap, but now it's too late. He got 2 laps of it.
Yeah, he is improving set the second purple sector, but I think he was a little bit wide into the Ascari, so let's see if he can improve. He has to improve 4 tenths, 5 tenths if he wants to get pole. So let's see, is Pep gonna bring the Italian flag at the in P1? So let's see, 18.3. No, he just sticks with P3 with a 18.3. So yeah, that was a quite good lap for Pep, but not enough. And I just saw Eversnax who's improving his first sector, so he's
Yeah.
actually flying.
Oh, a bit of slipping there, and touches the grass, nearly misses out the entry point, maybe not, I don't know, I didn't have the angle to judge there. But there is a kick in front of him, yeah, a kick. Should be one of the kicks, yeah, okay. Must be the water. And
Oh my God, that was, jeez, that was very dangerous. I think that was from keyboard.
maybe was, but of course, he got enough battery for the last bit of straight. He got there, and is it enough for an improvement? It actually is. Our German guy takes the lead out of the qualifying here in Monza for this season with 180.068. That's
Yeah, but now let's
provisional
take
pole.
a look at it. Now he's going for the lap, so I think he's gonna be the only one who actually can take
Who?
pole. Maybe Viz.
This.
No, wait, what? It's
Wait.
actually an I, so the
Which position?
P2,
P2.
yeah, Snack's
Oh,
teammate.
just say John Wick, alright? That's the name I
Oh,
remember.
it's John Wick. Okay, yeah, keep forgetting. Yeah, he's actually John Wick. Yeah, you're
I
right.
told you
So,
already 3 times and you still forget what the memory do you have?
man, you never told me he was John
I
Wick.
did.
The last time I saw his name was last year.
Well,
So, well, last season
today,
actually.
I
But
mean, it's
well, it doesn't matter. So let's take a look at John Wick lap then. So he's going for his, yes, into the second sector. He's actually quite low on battery, but I think that's gonna be enough. So he's improving. No, it's not by a tenth. So we might get to see Eversnax on pole and John Wick in second place. But oh, it's gonna get a great slipstream here. Is that from his teammate Snacks?
yeah, it is actually.
I don't know. Oh my God, that's well, that's what I wouldn't do. But let's see if that was actually a great slipstream. Oh,
No,
and yeah, John Wick is going to the pit, so he was not improving.
and retiring as well. Man, that guy is frustrated.
So I think there is Fizz who's going to lap now, but yeah, he just invited them, so he validated it. So I think that's gonna be pole for Eversnax in the Italian Grand Prix.
Yeah, your home Grand Prix. How does it feel like a German guy and takes
Yeah,
you?
German. Well,
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah.
fine, okay. And I think
Yeah,
someone
well,
slammed it into the wall.
Schumacher was for German driving for Ferrari, so.
Yeah, he didn't die yet, but that
Well,
guy isn't good. And Basco taking the sixth position.
it didn't die, it was, yeah. Oh, and there is also John Scott taking P3,
Ooh,
18.3.
Mercedes is
So,
cooking today.
yeah, Germany is cooking today, it looks
What?
like.
Germany? Who
Yeah.
said that John Scott is German? I know that.
Well, I just say Mercedes.
Oh yeah, sorry,
So,
I forgot our German brand.
yeah, you forgot, yeah.
Yeah, of course, man. We
As
got so many
always.
German brands like Mercedes, Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, and so many
Beamer.
more. Yeah, we also got the first thing in space. You know that? That's
What
peak
you got?
German engineering. The first thing in space, the V2, the V2.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, it was a
good.
World War II rocket. But now this is our grid. I'm gonna introduce it to you when we got our beautiful overlay from the game, which we don't right now because the game is lazy AF. And yeah, yeah, there we got it. Could you do some background music because I turned it off?
Me? Do you want some background music?
Yeah, from you, but
Prob-
please. um,
Dun dun dun
Yeah,
dun
so we
dun
got
dun
ever
dun.
snacks on the first position with 118.6, and
Pa,
after
pa,
that,
pa.
Williams with John Wick in the second position, only 700ths of a second behind him. And then we got John Scott, Pittman, and Magnetic in the top five, all in 4/10ths of a second apart from each other. That grid was actually pretty interesting. A really, really good start for Williams, I have to admit. Um, I think if we bring back the little thing that happened back there in Australia, Aerosax will get into my room and beat me up. But
Great, that's good.
what? Why is it good?
I don't know.
Well, I think it isn't
Because,
that good, but seems like we got a dry start
well, that
for the
will be,
race.
entertaining for the stream.
Oh, of course, I just activate my camera and then we'll. No? How about no? Um,
Yeah,
anyway, so we got a dry start for this race. Let's see what tire compounds the drivers are choosing. I think they will choose. Well, none of those will choose softs for sure.
well, I can tell you, from the pit wall. So there is Nax and John Wick on medium, John Scott hard, Pep medium, Magnetic on hard, Peace on medium, Basco on hard, Larson on mediums, and Prince Elias and Daisy on hard.
What are you? Huh? How?
Just going to the race director. If you press ask and then race
Oh,
director, you see the
yeah,
tires.
but we got right under the formation lap and don't hold tension. I'm doing as fast as I can. Alright, boosted mess. So that's the balls of steel with his sets of softs, man. Phew. I think boosted mess is very brave to do that move, but everyone else is either on hards or mediums.
Yeah, I think that's some mess for him.
Well, maybe there is something which they know, but we don't. Maybe someone in the
You didn't
commentary,
get it.
maybe
No.
someone in the stream wants to tell us what the weather condition will be in the next few minutes on the track. Maybe. Smiley face. Um, if not, it's okay.
Smiley.
We will see it, but it's always appreciated if you got some blah, blah, information from the
So, if I
drivers.
remember well, the tower is actually quite high here, so I
Yeah,
expect the soft to last like one or two laps.
one of the laps is very, very.
No, maybe three.
Well, you can squeeze out a fourth, but that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
You know, you get into the first two corners and you get your tires into 20%. So. But yeah, exciting to see Carnage into the first corner. I don't know why. Like a contact between Snacks and Pep.
Oh boy,
You
that's
know,
an interesting picture. All the drivers
yeah.
waving down the straight. But yeah, I think Busemes has the advantage at the race start because this is the softest tarmac, the softest compound. It can touch the
Yeah, but the
tarmac.
thing is, like at the start, everyone is gonna brake so early that it's quite impossible, you know, to make the move into the inside. Also, as the cars are quite wide, you basically can stay maybe three
Yeah,
side
maybe.
by side, but yeah, three wide. But I don't
Monza,
know.
Monza
So
is also very, very wide, especially on this start-finish straight. And also two drivers disqualified. And do you remember the race start of the last season where one driver just locked up their brakes and drove into the grid in the first
yeah,
double
that
chicane?
was
Yeah,
yeah.
I
My
got
God, that
I got
was
some
yeah.
PTSD from that little race there. I don't know which one it was. Hopefully it doesn't end that way today, but we got our 5 lights, which are going out right now, and everyone gets a decent start. There's a gap already forming, and Waits is already taking the lead off the grid. And going through the first corner now, there's a little collision there. A wing is
Oh my God,
flying.
there's
Oh no, and
someone
there's
coming
someone on there.
across. Oh my God, who was that? I think that was Trouble.
Maybe it was, I don't know. But it has
My
almost the
God,
exact same thing as last season, but right now actually the race start wasn't that bad. It
that
was
was
very,
like
very
last
stable.
roll in Hungary, 2021.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, there goes someone wide. I think he lost an end plate. And John Wick is actually taking the lead of this race right now, and there's a position change already going on. There are many position changes. Hell, hold on, I can't keep up.
And Busta Messi into P19, he didn't get the best of starts, but I think he's gonna try to make a move on Wesley now. So let's see, he's also gonna get some slipstream. Maybe he's gonna break later as he's got the advantage of the tires, but no, Wesley just defending very well. Oh, when they got contact and Wesley into the gravel and making Busta losing position. Oh my God, that was the worst rejoin on the track you could ever make. But yeah, what was happening at the back of the grid? But
I
what
have
a
no
start
idea.
from John Wick, already 1 second ahead of Eversnax. And also remember that on this track the engine actually over it a lot when you're behind the car, and also you know you're constantly into the DRS and slipstream, so the overheating of the engine is quite high here.
Yeah, at least. Oh, and there's a little overshoot there from Aston Martin. It's Workje. Maybe he got a warning for that, maybe not. But yeah, so you want to stay in this DRS train, especially Slipstream train, because there are straights all over the place, and also there's a position change. Oh, side by side through the little corner. Let's go back 2 positions. No, that wasn't two. There was a little collision again between Basco and John Scott. John Scott. Actually, not so great for those because they're teammates and they're interrupting each other. Maybe it will affect their performance so much that they will lose out some positions at some point for the championship. Well, we are all in the second round, so I think they shouldn't have to worry about that yet. On Boosted Mess, where is he? There he is. He's right. Okay, he doesn't have any ERS, so DRS, sorry. So that should be interesting. And also, Eversnax took the lead with the DRS. And now the Williams going side by side. No, barely not. They are going after one another through the double chicane. Right at the
Yeah,
back
there's
of
also
them.
Eversnax now. Yeah, now he's just right at the back of John Wick, so Eversnax actually got some pace, and they're gonna maybe fight. There
There's
is
the yellow
also
flag.
Pepper's
There's the
very
yellow
close.
flag. There are
Waiting
two
that
drivers in
Sarf
the wall.
maybe
Two
or
drivers in the
Piggy.
wall.
Oh no, that's Sarf Piggy. Yeah, that's both of them.
There's
Yeah.
someone stuck. He can
Oh, I think that's that's surf. Oh my god. Well, on this case, you
Oh,
can
he got
rejoin into the track.
disqualified.
Yeah, but it could rejoin on this case into the track. And meanwhile, we got Snacks who's taking the lead of the race. Oh, that's a shame for Surf.
Yeah, so the first three guys are in a little DRS train, which Eversnax is leading in. And right after that, Dusko is leading a huge DRS train behind him, which is almost around every driver.
Oh, and now
Oh my
John
god.
Wick is gonna go for the move. So I think at this point, what Snacks and John Wick need to do is just to collaborate, and it's just gonna be quite difficult to see if they somehow pit together. That would be a shame and frustrating for the guy who's behind. But it looks like Snaxy wants to go for a move once again. He's very close now because also they are under pressure, Pep. So it's not gonna easy for both of them to manage, the gap, and also yeah, they somehow have to fight.
Yeah, and also boosted mess changed the soft tires to hards. One?
Yeah, what
No.
did I tell you? 3 laps. Oh, and we got Nasser who's just crashed into the Lesmo. So there might be a VSC now. I think there won't be one, but that could have been very close. And meanwhile, yeah, there is Pep who's close, very close, just under 2 tenths. Now 3, but he's also got plenty of battery. Everyone is basically on the same amount of battery, just around 50%.
Yeah, just around 50%. Eversnax is deploying his battery now to get in front of Wick, also known as John Wick. And I think Batman tries to do the same thing. No, he doesn't actually. He there. Yeah, both of the drivers are staying behind John Wick and just snacking their DRS and Slipstream. Yeah, NASA is heading into the pit lane for a new front wing. Well, there was no front wing at all. There was just a little nose. Wondered that didn't fall off. But yeah, let's see. We got the DRS train split apart. Magnetic is leading his own DRS train. No, not him, but Prince is leading his DRS train, and actually, I think the hard tire runners are concentrated in a few areas. Like we got 3 drivers on right behind each other, which are on hards, and only 3 places above is Edison, also with hards, and
And
John
also there
Scott.
is Pasco and John Scott who's basically,
Yeah,
yeah, doing their own race.
I don't
Just,
know,
yeah,
man.
carrying each other with the DRS. But yeah, basically getting, well, 4 DRS train. The top 3, then P4 and 5. And then we got the McLaren with the Ferrari of Larson. And then, yeah, there is basically the midfield. The restaurant. But yes, we were talking about earlier. We were expecting this kind of race where you get stuck in the DRS train, and basically, I think we're gonna see some more action when it comes to pitting, and at the end of the race, probably, if
Piggy.
there will not be any safety cars. And Piggy, yeah, I think the first one to take 3 cycle penalty, but I'm expecting to see many more to take at least one penalty, and also there is the fact that a lot of people, especially Monza, take the penalty for speeding to the pit lane, which results into 10 seconds.
Yeah, which is
But
actually
yeah,
kind of nonsense because back in the day, the penalty was. Oh my goodness! Tim Mander just barely left enough space for him, and he collided with the back wheel of keyboard Marsipin and almost bent into the wall. I got it all on camera. Got him
yeah,
5K.
and just look at Snaxus. Well, you can see they're not really pushing. So John Wick and Ever Snacks there no push, but now I think Snacks is gonna go for it maybe into the inside. No, we're just gonna back off. But yeah, I was looking at him like in a few corners just breaks like 100 meters earlier just to recover some battery.
Yeah, that's actually a way to go. And Pittman still holds on strong with the DRS. And okay, what the hell is going on the middle grid there? There's 3 second time penalty. Blah, blah, blah.
So if I remember well, you should do 12 to 14 laps with the mediums, maybe 12 I think, and then you can go for the hards. Or maybe you do 15 laps on hards and then 12 on mediums if you want to try the one stop strategy. But yeah, the tower is very high, so I'm expecting maybe a few guys to try and do the two stop strategy. Well, for sure, Booster Messi is gonna be one of these guys because he surely will have to pit for mediums, or maybe he's gonna do soft, hard, soft, which would be interesting.
Yeah, it will be. Especially the front guys. E- They can't do a double stack. Well, they can, but it won't be effective in any way. So either Waits or Aerosnacks has to go into the pit lane earlier, and then the overcut will take the lead. And Prince Heroes is
Yeah,
already
I think
getting
now
going into the pit lane.
between Snacks and John Wick's, Snacks is the fastest one. You can see also by the amount of battery that Snacks have compared to John Wick, but it also the fact that on this track, it's very easy to stay behind a car because you basically get into a straight where with the DRS you're gaining like 5 tenths to the guy behind. So yeah, it's way easier to just follow a car.
Yep. But I think a better way to do it if they somehow manage to work together, like John Wick and Eversnacks, and to get loose of that little, in Germany we say Anhängsel, that's equal to little follower of Pepman.
Well, can you translate into Italian?
I can't, but you can speak English and
No.
Italian, so I think you should be able to translate it.
Yeah, but I don't know what you meant with that. Just follow the driver.
Now follower, like, yeah, Anhängsel is like someone or something that you just keep around with. I know that
Uh,
German has many words that they made up, like Heimweh, homesickness, or I was going to say something, but that isn't on YouTube's regulation of service. So that would.
ooh, and just look at John Wick, who he was about to take out completely his teammate Basco, and he actually lost a lot of time. That was very close.
John Wick tried to take out his teammate Basco.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, John Scott.
John Scott, but you should. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I said John Wick. I'm sorry. Well,
Yeah.
there are too many Johns. We should change, the names.
Alright, wait, you stay like that.
I will make a statement about that after the race.
You may. I'm gonna catch something to drink real quick because I'm thirsty AF and I'm on the second guy. I was actually keep entertaining those word
Yeah,
spectators.
true.
Be right back.
Yep. So let's see, his Eversnax now is just deploying the whole battery. Is he gonna try to move into the inside? No, he's not. So, as I was saying, probably the engine of Snacks is so overrated that he can't overtake. He's actually going slower on the straight. So, Pep looks like he's actually losing a bit of pace, and I'm expecting now to see, mediums running to start pitting. And yeah, Basco right now is pitting for new hearts, and Piggy, 3 seconds of penalty for Piggy, so that's gonna affect this race. But let's focus here at we got John Wick, Versax, and Pepper still in the fight. They've been like that for like 9 laps now, so it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be the first one to try the undercut. And if it's gonna work and how it's gonna affect them at the end of the race, as the tire wear is very young. And Virch, yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, 10 seconds for speeding to the pit lane. And we got also a yellow flag. I think it's, oh no, it's Timander. Yeah, for the Red Bull. So I don't know what happened. Probably yeah, just lost traction after the Roger, and looks like he's running. No, he's with the wings. And oh, John Wicks now is going for the pit. So Eversax is gonna take the provisional leadership of the race. And yeah, I think that's quite early to pit, as you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta do 17, 16 laps with the Hearts. So yeah, I don't think if lap 10 is take a lap to pit for Hearts.
Alright, I'm back. So,
Yeah, I was just saying that Virch got 10 seconds into the for speeding into the pit lane, and John Wick just pitted, and now he's into P7.
yeah, so maybe Eversnax will take advantage out of that, but I think actually Wade's taking advantage out of that because he got clean air all over the place. Considering the DRS train and the slipstream, maybe he won't be as effective as on other tracks like, just say, Monaco or some other. You choose
Yeah,
which
Monaco
one?
is very similar to Monza Monaco.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know,
But
give me
yeah,
an
like,
example.
I don't know, like, you mean the undercut is not as effective or what?
Mm,
Like, to compare a track where the undercut is not as effective
yeah,
as mode? Uh, I don't know, China?
China. And Eversnax took the
Oh, and Team
gem
under
under
3 second the
3 second time
penalty.
penalty, but yeah, Eversnax took the save way and slowed down more than he needed to the pit lane. He
Oh, we
also
got side by
finished
side
first.
between Magnetic and John Scott. That was close, but yeah, John Scott looks quite confident on brakes today. But he was about to take out his teammates, so I don't know. But yeah, now we got Pep into the. I don't know, do you think Pep is gonna go into the pit now, or are you just gonna extend his stint with the mediums?
I think he hasn't any other way to do it because, like, to go instead of the pit lane. I think he has
Yeah,
to
so let's
go.
see, where is Eversax? Okay, so actually, Eversax lost 2.7 seconds to John Wick. That's quite a lot.
That's a lot of
So
damage.
yeah, it's actually a great undercut from John Wick.
On other tracks, it might be more effective, but yeah. Let's see. Is he going to the pit lane? Yeah. As I said, he doesn't have any other chance. Um, considering that the other driver said
Oh
clean
wait,
air.
and Basco just pitted. So Basco with that mega undercut, because he's actually in P6 with 2 laps old hard. So he's actually there for the fight for a win.
Oh, what the?
Yeah. What happened? Oh, we got safety car for what?
Yeah, and I got some very, very funky things going on. The battery or some um
What?
my game just crashed.
Oh my god. Well, but we also got a safety car because Fizz crashed. And oh, and Virch got another. Oh, we got drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Oh my god. Wait, do you need an invite or can you rejoin?
um I'm re trying to rejoin because I don't know what happened, but I think when the safety car went out, the car I was on, it was Batman. Just he went wide and the whole track just I don't know what happened, but there were many position changes and
Oh
the
my god.
battery
So
was
actually, I'm just looking at for Magnetic and John Scott. That's gonna be great for them. And also for a Daisy, but especially for John Scott and Magnetic because they're 14, well, 15 seconds ahead of a Daisy, and yeah, so basically they're 18 seconds ahead of John Wick.
I'm
So
I'm just reading something in the chat. Batman is doing hard with ERS minus 2 billion. Batman, chill out.
yeah, minus 2 billion.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now Daisy got 10-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane, and let's see Magnetic. Magnetic is into P4 now with mediums, new mediums. Oh my god, that's great for them. And yeah, Pep into P5 now. So yeah, the order has just been destroyed. It just been shuffled. So we got John Wick who's got P1, Basco with a mega undercut is into P2 but with 4 laps, all hard tires, and then we got Snacks, Magnetic, and Pep into the top 5.
I'm just joining you. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Maybe my game decides
Oh
to
yeah,
crash
just
us
seeing
again.
you are in intermission.
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah.
Come on, EA. Come on, Codemasters. Don't take your time. We got something to do. Great Codemasters. Really great. Alright. Stream, hello? Alright. It picked it
Hello?
up. Yeah. Perfect. So, I didn't like that silence. Could you please talk more about the race? But now the loading is completed. We are waiting for the result. Are we adding? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Well,
Alright, there we are, once in a while, back in the race. And we have to set up the thing once again. Already done. So, what we got here?
yeah, we just got a little bit of mess now. But yeah, just the top 5 now. It's gonna be interesting to see what Magnetic can do as he's into new mediums. And what he needs to do now is to push and just, try the final laps to survive with these tires. But he's on a great position now. Maybe the great position you could ever imagine.
Yeah, he is. Taking account, well, you have to keep in mind that we got a safety car now for, I think, more than 2 laps now. Still 2 laps, and Edison, Edison, I don't know, call you whatever you want. He is on very, very fresh mediums, and because we got a safety car, they maybe will live and provide some grip, even though they won't have any at the last bit of the race, like 12 laps, they have to keep strong. And yeah. So how exactly did the crash happen? Do you get any information of that?
Yes, so no, it's not the safety car not came into the pit, so we have to wait for another lap, and we're gonna get so then into 10 laps to go. So what are you expecting to see? Are you expecting Magnetic to make the move instantly, or I
I
think
like
that's
that you
gonna
just
be quite
ignore my
difficult,
question,
maybe.
but yeah, sure.
Wait, what was your question? Sorry, I'm sorry.
I asked if you got any information about the crash. What caused the safety car?
No, it was Viz who crashed. I don't know where, but yeah, he just crashed. So I don't have any information. I'm sorry. Just know he DNF'd and somehow a safety car popped into the truck and your game crashed with it. So yeah, that's all the information I've got. we don't have that credits, so
Yeah, that
we
answers.
have no information from the pit wall. But yes, safety car should be, yeah, in this lap, I
It should
think.
be.
Yeah,
It should be yeeted.
but
Imagine
you
safety
ignore.
car in this lap. Yeah, imagine safety car in this lap.
Yeah, safety in this lap. Yeah.
But imagine John Wick would drive into the back of the safety car. I think what penalty will that be?
uh, 3 years of prison. That would be a good penalty. What do
Um,
you think?
there's an LP, and I think it was NASA Prix going out for an X.
Oh, I thought into prison.
What? No,
I
it
was
was
talking
going
about
out for an
prison.
expedition. But see, okay, I think. Wait, yeah, he took that lead and he got a beautiful start of the race, and he drives away with the best goal. Everson barely can keep his front on the back, but in 1 second, whoa, what the hell just happened there? Okay, there was just a little Ferrari which is warming
Dries
its
Magnetic now is very close to Eversack, so we might see an overtake from him. He just 2 tenths, but now I don't think that's gonna be enough. But yeah, what a start from John. We just being very good at the safety car restart, and yeah, Magnetic just 1 tenth behind, but not enough to try the move into the Roger.
Also, the windshield from the McLaren cars are looking like shark teeth.
The windshield?
The windshield, yeah. You know, the F1 cars got little windshields.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the ones from the McLaren actually look like shark teeth.
Never noticed that. But oh, Basco with three
Let's go.
seconds of penalty. Now that's not good for him. But yeah, looks like he's already on
Wesley!
7 laps before cars. Oh, and Wesley as well. That's not good for Basco.
Actually isn't. But yeah, so. Well, but wait. Did they just set the exact same lap time? Could you
Who?
take a look? Basco and Everson X. I think they just set the exact same lap time.
Basco with a 21.637 and Snacks with a. I'm sorry to inform you that the lap times were different.
Well, for a split second it looked like both of them set the exact same lap time, but I think it was the error from my side. I'm
Yeah.
taking the blame. Germany said schuldig im Sinne der Anklage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, it's my third language, German.
If third, okay.
Yeah. My fourth one is French, no, Spanish, and then French.
Ah, du habla español. Para mí, yo hablo español, alemán y inglés.
But do you actually speak Spanish? Or?
Un poco, pero mi
That's good.
español es no muy bien. Otras personas, yo creo, habla español muy bien. Pero mí no.
Good,
Basically,
good.
that means I don't speak Spanish as good as other people.
Yeah, well, I understood that. But
Yeah, okay, Italian is actually pretty similar to
yeah,
Spanish.
yeah, like we can quite
It's a speaking
communicate between
Latin.
Italian and Spanish. Yeah.
Whoa, okay, what the hell is going on now? So Larson is going for an Larson is doing Larson things. And now is there a switchback? Oh, Jesus Christ! He goes nearly into the wall twice. And Magnetic just deleted his opportunity for a potential race win because he was hugging Badminton too hard. Man, that guy is under hugging course. Does he have a girlfriend? I don't know. Maybe he needs one.
Who?
Magnetic.
Why? What happened?
Well, he just had real deep
Oh yeah,
hug
yeah,
with
yeah.
Peppermint.
Yeah, but come, okay, that was, yeah. But let's see, and Basco is very close, but yes, Sally got that 3 seconds on penalty. I don't know if they could be removed, but I don't think so. But
Maybe they will.
yeah, let's think on that way, so it makes things interesting. But yeah, Pepe and Magnetic, they're very, very far away from the top three. So yeah, Magnetic just getting overtaken by John Scott, who's side by side now. And yeah, Josko with a great exit just to be P5. And there is also Futuristic who's very close to Magnetic. Is he gonna try the move here? No, I don't think he's gonna be. Yeah, he's just gonna wait. And you can see when you just are behind the car and these fast corners, the understeer is just crazy. You can see how much earlier you have to brake and also how difficult it is to go on traction as soon as possible. But yeah, Basco now looks very fast. He's very, very close to John Wick. And he's also got more battery than him. And meanwhile, just I think Irish Next just watching the show between these two drivers and hoping for a crash.
We got a yellow flag there. There was someone on the wall. It boosted Matt. Does he have a front wing left? Come on the camera, change your angle, change your angle, change your angle, thank you. And I don't see any front wing that sticks onto his car, so yes, cut them off for a better straight line speed. And Prince Sealess is heading into the pit lane as well. Maybe he got some front wing damage as well. Let's see, 16th position. Oh great, we aren't allowed. No, he actually goes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw there was a question for Iran. Who is the better driver out of Bailey and Christian, and who's most likely to take Tier 1 crown between them this season? What's your answer?
Um. I prefer to not answer that question.
Why?
um. Um. I have to support my German one, okay?
So yeah, Christian then? Okay.
Yeah.
So you just answered Christian.
Um. So how is your day going? Well, let's see on the card. The tire conditions. The hearts of the first few guys. Oh, there's the yellow flag. What the hell is going on? Nothing. So the hearts of the first two guys, Witz and Besco, as well as Pedman and
Oh, and
Aerosnax,
also
are
there
holding
is
on, but still.
another question from Iran. Just looking at it now, will Ocean Chief return to the grid in a full-time seat? And my answer to that, you should ask the admins. Oh, and yeah, one of the admins is Chief, so ask him.
Why don't you ask him himself, man? He is most likely he is on the stream. He maybe is reading that question and ask him the
Oh, I
exact
just
same
saying
thing.
some politician answers going on. Yeah, we're not really expressing ourselves, our point of view, but yeah, maybe I think it would be great to see Ocean Chief on a full-time driver. We know, as the age goes on, we saw him getting slower, but if he practices more, he could get into the pace we've known him for a long time. He's still the reigning Tier 4 champion, so
Well,
we might see him in Tier 2 maybe soon, or maybe next season. I don't know.
I got a 2 times constructors champion winner. I'm very glad of that.
Yeah, because Snacks carried you.
Nah, On the last few last few races, I get the head of my ass, and I have executed it absolutely beautifully.
But yeah,
And
let's see. We got Pep, who's actually behind that. Wait, Snacks is into P4? What
yeah,
happened?
what happened?
Why
I
is
don't get
Snacks into
this.
P4?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Why don't you ask him himself?
Yeah.
I'm all ready for the rest
Oh
of
my
the
god,
race.
snacks. Yeah. Oh my god, snacks. So I think that's it for John Wick. Unless he makes any mistakes, that's gonna be a win for him. But Dries Pepper's looking quite fast right now. He's just 1.4 seconds behind Basco, so he's gonna be very close to get into the DRS zone, and that's gonna be dangerous also for John Wick. And also, let's see, is anything happening behind? There is Futuristic is just behind of John Scott, 7 tenths, and then yeah, I think that's quite it. We are not getting too many DRS trains, so yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna see some action anytime soon, but for sure there is Basco's. When Pepe is already into the DRS zone, he's just 1 second behind Basco, and now, yeah, he's got the DRS.
Yeah, so Pesco is trying to bait John Wick to drain his last inch of battery he got left. I'm using freedom units, I don't know why. And he tries to overtake him on an who's my surprise to take the penalty, which he actually achieved. And there are three guys on softs. What the hell? Why are they on softs? Both the kick guys.
My god, we got another question from Iran. How did Sarf get disqualified? Was he driving blindfolded? He
Well,
wasn't, but he was stuck on the track and he couldn't rejoin.
yeah, Stepper wasn't
So
there to help, so it is what it is.
you just ask him. But no, he actually was. Yeah, he just was stuck probably on the curb, and he couldn't. Yeah, or maybe on the side of the track, and he couldn't rejoin the track because he was stuck. But on that case, the rejoin on track by the menu is allowed on SLR. So I'm Piggy, 3 second penalty, but now we're gonna getting a four-way battle for the win, and well, I think Basque is quite out of contention, but still, anything can happen in those 2 laps.
There will be big crash. Boom.
So I think if I were Basque, what we would do now is to cut every corner, trying to make the gap, and he might get the win. I think that would be the greatest of ideas for.
Well, that's of course one way to do it, but I think the more unethical way would be to just drive normally and see what the other guys are capable of.
Oh yeah, but that's yeah, it's boring.
Well, we only got 2 more laps, so lay the ball down, heads up, and we'll see which one of those 4 guys will take the lead. Because our snacks achieved, actually managed, no, that's actually futuristic, our snacks managed to get to the back on Batman. And am I tripping, or is there a green light in the back of Batman's car? Oh no, yeah, there is something green, but only little spots, I don't know. From my perspective, way back here. Oh, damn. I'm gonna go with Workshare. Oh, he sent it into the wall. There will be more laps left, and there could be another safety car. But safety cars only can appear if more than 30% of the laps are remaining, and the safety car will go away if only 10% of the laps are left. So we got Basco only 2 tenths behind the weights, and behind him it's the Pet Metzman, 3 tenths behind Basco. And our snack's way behind. He just, I
Yeah,
think he
Pep now's
doesn't
going
have.
for the move into the inside. And yeah, now he's gonna try the move that's gonna be between John Wick and Pep now. So it's gonna see is Pep's gonna take the lead of the race. I think he's out of battery now. He's not gonna take it unless he's gonna try a crazy tie bomb into the inside of John Wick. Is he gonna try it? No, he's braking late, but not enough. So I think that's quite it for John Wick. When just Pep making a mistake. So yeah, I think that's gonna be quite easy for John Wick unless he makes a mistake into these
Yeah.
corners.
But you have to keep in mind that those hearts are absolutely cooked.
Oh, and Pep made a mistake. No, Pep just outbroke himself and just slipped with the rear and oh my god, that was
Because, well, the interesting thing was that I actually just said that you can get that those tires are just cooked. And yeah, that's a
oh my
clear
god.
win for John Wick for the mid Italian Grand Prix. Well, for the Monza, we got 2 Italian Grand Prix this season.
Yeah, that's great. We
It
want to
doesn't
see
actually
more of
bring
them.
back Germany, Hockenheimring, for God's sake.
Well, it was actually it was it's a very good track, Hockenheim. I have to say
Yeah,
that.
or the Nordschleife. Yeah, no, wait, the not. Oh, well,
But
the Nürburgring.
John Wick wins the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. And with average like stats 1-2 for Williams and Basco into P3 and Pep into fourth position. So yeah, that was a great race. Honestly, we go also the final fight was great, but yeah, Pep made quite a big mistake, pretty serious one. So yeah, John Wick just was a great race for him. He made everything, he executed a perfect strategy, make a great undercut to manage the tires very well, and that's what you get when you don't make any mistakes.
Yep.
You start P1 and you finish P1.
And Eversnacks. Well, it's a great win for the Williams, a double win to be exact. And Butch, our last contender of this grid today is now doing our honor run, huh? On the fresh new tires of mediums, which are already 7 laps old. Nah, that's not so fresh. But now he crossed the line in last position. But you know, last but not least, he is the winner from the race and the other way around. If that makes any sense. I don't know. But I think
Uh,
that race
yeah,
was
yeah.
actually pretty good. We got
No, it
some
was a really
decent
good. So,
fights.
who's your driver of the day?
Oh, my driver of today, I think it's actually,
Well, we have to pick three drivers.
yeah, I think
I would go.
Eversnacks.
I
Nah.
wouldn't. I would say, to be honest, John Wick. He started P2 and he made perfect strategy and he's got P1. Futuristic starting P12 and not make any mistakes as well and he's going rewarded into P5 and then I don't know who could be also Bosco got 3 second penalty though, so I don't know, maybe we could
Yeah,
go
I'm just
for John
interrupting
Wick,
you
Snacks and
because
Futuristic.
we are. Hello, could I get my result, please? Well, Codemasters is doing some funky things again, so we won't get our last result of this race. Oh,
Well,
damn
I
it,
think
eh.
the driver today might be Snacks, John Wick and Futuristic. What do you think? Does it sound fair?
I think it sounds very fair. Um, bless. Alright, everything's set up now. Great Codemasters. Really great. Um, I think we wait for the interviews, and I think Eversnax will be the first one who will be interviewing with. Why don't you prepare some questions, and I am doing the second interview if we got a second guy in the interview booth.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well,
Oh, there he is. All right. Speaking of the snacks, how is the day going, Eversnax? How is the race going?
Well, It was fine. It wasn't a fun track to race. I mean, I told everybody beforehand everybody should have voted for something different, and now everybody hated the race. So I told you so.
No, it was a great race. Come on.
I don't think so.
No, it was a great one. Yes, it
Sure,
was. I
sure.
completely, I.
I mean, I have the Italian flag in game, so I have to be at least somewhat positive. So I'll say I'm
Yeah.
happy with the results. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. But no, but you actually did great. Like it was, I think, for you, just well, the undercut you got for to John Wick. It really affected. I think your race says it was like 2.5 seconds, and then I think maybe the start wasn't as great as you might have expected. Well, no, I think that's the big part because after a few corners you were like 9 tenths. So yeah, where do you think you basically lost the race? That's my
Yeah, I
question.
mean, big thing, of course, the race starts. That didn't really go well for me. I mean, I'm not good at race starts just overall, since I've turned off TC. But yeah, then the first lap was just awful until I got my rhythm, and then it was quite easy to follow John Wick. Just driving my laps. We traded DRS a bit at the start, and then my engine started overheating, and that's I think where he gained the lead. Then of course he pitted first. I'm not sure what you were thinking while you were watching, but that was planned by me. I would have preferred to pit lap 11 and have him pit first because I don't think the hearts would have lasted. Which brings me to the biggest issue where I lost the race was the safety car. I think I would have beaten Bosco and John Wick on tire strategy, and then it would have been just a fight against Pep Matman at the end. But yeah, I mean, after that, it was just sticking in the DRS chain, and it was incredibly boring. I knew that I was faster than John Wick because I think he was saving his tires, and I knew I was faster than Bosco, but I just couldn't overtake either of them because engine overheating. The track's just god awful on this game. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. It wasn't fun. I'll take the podium, but it wasn't fun.
Come on. Be serious. It was fun. No, but well, I know for racing, like sometimes also it's quite frustrating, especially in Monza, because when you're behind the DRS zone and Slipstream, the engine tends to hover it a lot. I was saying also that on stream. Like, I think your engine might have been 140 degrees, if I'm correct.
I think most of the time I actually managed to keep it a bit below because I was lifting and coasting at the end of the start finish straight. But yeah, it goes up to 140. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
so
And then you just
it's quite
cannot.
difficult to
Yeah.
overtake. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean at the end, I'm not sure if you caught what happened to me. I was following Bosco, and every single time in the final in Parabolica, he slowed down. I know that I had a faster line through Parabolica, so one lap I was just like, okay, I have to go for the overtake now. And then I pushed a bit too hard in Parabolica and almost spun the car. Managed to catch it still, and that's how I got behind Pep Matman. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad about the contact they had at the end, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, it might be a little bit frustrating, but I mean, still, I think you did great. As you were quite crying before the race, that you said, "No, I'm not gonna get pole. No, I don't have a great pace," but you actually had. So I think you have to take, few positives. You got podium, you got pole,
Yeah,
and
I think I'm just gonna be hot lap hero this year. I'm just gonna take pole at every single race and then bottle it. I'm gonna call me Lando Norris.
Mhm.
well, maybe you're gonna become, the London Norris we are getting now. Quite consistent. Let's
Well, he
take.
hasn't won yet, has he?
Y- Well, but he's got more consistent. Well, he won Mexico. He's doing better than his teammates. So, let's take the situation that you are Norris and John Wick is Piastri. So John Wick's doing better now, and then at the end, you get more
You're just
consistent. And
You're just making me very, very worried that Jorse, who's gonna fall down the standings now because he wasn't here today, Jorse is gonna come out of nowhere from a different team and suddenly destroy everybody.
Well, yours is like Verstappen, so
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
still is
exactly.
Verstappen, yeah. But you know, he's gonna be third on the championship. So who's gonna be Zach Brown and Andrea Stella? Well, that's we don't know who's gonna be. But I mean, still, I think it was a great race for you. And what do you think about Mexico? You're Norris, so you should
Oh
win. But
God, it's Mexico.
yeah, it's Mexico. Yeah, I just saw that
Mexico.
12th November. So yeah,
Oh,
it's
it
gonna be.
seems there is a really big bump on the track in Mexico. I think we have to replace it with Bahrain. Oh no! Everybody vote for Bahrain next time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the track. I think I've gotten better at it. I used to be really, really bad at Mexico. Like you could actually tell I was slower on Mexico. I think I'm better there now, but I don't like driving. I don't know why the corners just feel really, really weird for some reason. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's probably just gonna be a DRS train again.
Uh,
Yeah, Mexico. Yeah, maybe also with the engine over, I think it's gonna be worse than Monza. I would
Yeah.
say. I don't know. Also, the long is yeah.
Let's just hope for the best. We want to have a fun race. I mean, I really liked Australia, and I'm still motivated. You know, I'm actually in the season now. I want to drive these races. I want to
My
get up
God,
there,
my man
and
stay saying that he's still motivated after 2 races. Like,
well,
of
that's
course, you
different
have
from
to
how it
be
was last
motivated.
season. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I know. But it was just fun to notice that. But yeah, do you have any questions, Ryzen, for your German fellow Evans next?
um, I don't. I'm good.
Oh my God. Okay,
He's
that's great.
boring.
And yeah, he's German. Yeah.
Should I
Well,
ask, or should I force Futuristic and John Wick to go in the interview channel?
how you want? Well, John Wick didn't race, so. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
Oh,
it's was.
yeah,
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 it was. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, if you wanted to bring our winner, and also yeah, futuristic is, it was
yeah. He
our
did really well.
one of the
I'll
pick
let you guys
driver of the
discuss that
days.
though. Yeah, it's
I don't know,
understandable.
just well, our driver of the days. They were pick was you and John Wick and futuristic. So
Well, you don't need to be telling me these things. I'm gonna pull them in the interviews channel. Let's see if they want to talk to you.
yeah, sure.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, so
So,
we're just gonna wait. Otherwise, we're just gonna end the stream. Oh, John Wick. Yeah, here we
alright, John.
go.
Hello, John Wick, and welcome to the interview booth. My name is Horizon, and this is Federara, and we're going to interview now. So,
Why do you have to keep doing that every time?
Hello guys, hello.
well, it's the interview booth. So, how was the race going? How's your day going? Tell us everything.
Mm, I
What
I'm
time
like
did you wake up?
Shh.
I, I would say that my race went I would say as expected. I
Oof,
know I
that's
wasn't
alright.
I know I a bit like I mean I messed up the last run in quali, but I knew that if I got a good stars, then I can take the P1 right away, which I did, which was actually a first like objective that I ticked. Then yeah, and after yeah, it was just about like to see where my pace was compared to Peps and Snacks. So we obviously exchange DRS a bit of time, and then I know that I mean my setup literally I did it for the straight line speed on the last corners. So I was about my strategy was just to stay P1 and like dump my DRS on the straight, which is quite boring to be fair, racing wise. I'm sure for you guys even more. But yeah, but so far it's worked, so I'm quite happy. And also, obviously, doing no mistake, no slide, nothing. And yeah, so it works. So I'm quite happy. And yeah, because I obviously messed up my first race in Canada, where I slide. I'm not sure why. I'm still like thinking about how did I slide there. But yeah, my race went well, and yeah. So and tonight as well.
Yeah, that's great. Um, so you put it in lap 10 and Verstappen in lap 15, of course, yeah, 11. Was that your plan or was it something?
So I had high deck. So I think that's the thing that my setup like is it has light decks, so that's the one I use so far. So when I pit, I was like I think 79 or 80. So I didn't want to risk it, and I was actually having 2 hard tires. Didn't get the chance to use it, but yeah, it was whether I pit or whether I get the risk of punctures. So I pit it, and I came ahead of Basco, which was good, and ahead of Snacks. And then it was just about like seeing like how fast I was on the straight. To be fair, it's pretty boring, but it was mostly it. Get a good exit out of Parabolica and up many RS on the straight, which I think that worked. Basco tried to overtake, couldn't. So yeah, that then was about doing no mistake. Keep taking the last corner correctly and dump the RS. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Obviously, it's worked today, but yeah, it might not work another day.
Yeah. There were many drivers behind you, like Pittman, who was absolutely flying on ERS. He had minus 2 billion ERS.
Mm.
Don't mind. EA doing EA things. I had a great game crash, and we got some very interesting pictures. And but yeah, we got some driver. You got some drivers at the back of you. Did they had created much pressure, or did you manage to just?
So I would say my only pressure was the straight line. So because I was making sure that I was generating my OS during the first 2 sectors. If there were like actually there like the issue that if they dump the OS overtake me, then they have less on straight line speed, so it put them in danger like from driver behind them. So I knew that. So it was more about like managing my pace, managing the train, getting my OS about 50%, take Parabolica correctly, and that's it. So I didn't feel much pressure. My pressure was more about myself not doing mistake, especially like first 2 sectors, easy to to run wide, easy to take some gravels or so it was more about like taking correctly and chill. And I think the moment where I usually have the most stress was Parabolica, making sure not to take it wide. I think Basco went wide many times, which helped me. And yeah, I would say that's the only times I was stressed. And obviously, I would say the start as well. Start was quite stressful for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that brings me to my last question. Next time we got Mexico. What do you think about Mexico?
I mean, it's a track that I would say that I liked. I like all track in this game. Obviously, I have preference, but I don't know. I will see how my pace. It's all about my pace compared to others. Obviously, I'm not that great in race pace. I'm not that great in quality as well compared to what I used to be. Maybe getting old. But yeah, it's more about like doing no mistake. I think that's my goal this season. Doing less mistake. Even if I take P2, I take P3, but no mistake. And yeah, I think that's what I will bring to Mexico.
All right, then I think Ferraro, do you got anything to add?
No, not really.
Not really. All right, then I think that's it for
So
you.
just wanted to say congrats for the win, and yeah, well, as you said, you were expecting the win, so just see you on Mexico.
In Mexico, guys, thank you.
See you.
See
Bye
ya.
bye.
All right, then we got yeah,
Futuristic.
futuristic with Aerosnacks. We're doing a double right now. Hello,
Why?
futuristic. Hello, Aerosnacks.
We already interviewed the snacks.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you
he
want?
just likes talking to me.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Futuristic. How was your race going? You had a little collision back on the race, didn't you?
Yeah, a small collision, but nothing major. So I was able to carry on without giving up too much time.
Okay, then what? Then it was the other Ferrari driver. I don't know. Someone had a very, very big incident back there, but yeah. How was your race going? You managed to finish in which position?
P5.
P5.
P5. Yeah.
P5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's 10 points for your team.
Yeah, it's good points for Ferrari. I mean, we have to be realistic this season and maybe get a podium here and there. So as
Yeah.
long as we keep scoring doubles, so
But yeah,
we will be happy at Ferrari.
how was your race going?
Pretty up and down. Trying to keep the wing clean early on, saving tires, waiting for the tires to die, then just push on the inlap and then see where it ends up. So I got shuffled forward with some luck this time with the safety car and everything. So I think a lot of luck involved in this P5.
Okay. I don't have any other thing to ask except for the next track. Ferraro, do you wanna ask him anything before I take on?
Uh, well, not really. Just yeah, I wanted to say that you've been picked as one of the drivers today. So yeah, your race was, you've been very consistent. So just yeah, keep going like that, and you will achieve podium, maybe a win. Who knows? What do you think is gonna be your best track on this calendar by looking at it?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, by looking at it, it's RNG every time I join. Sometimes I have good races at Belgium, sometimes I have bad races. But in the past, I think Silverstone will be a highlight, considering my comeback drive last season. So maybe Silverstone we will have a good result, but time will tell. We will take one track at a time.
Fede, now that I'm in here, you've got to ask him what happens if he wins a race.
What you're gonna sing an interview? What
Oh.
happens?
I will be singing the Italian anthem.
Oh really? Oh my god,
You
we have
heard,
to
you
sing
heard
it
it here
together.
first.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's great. We have to sing it together. But do you already know it by heart or?
We probably have to practice it, but
Oh my god, that's great. I'm gonna watch every race you're gonna do and hoping for a win.
Mhm.
Yeah. You have to win. Come on. Yeah. Now I
okay.
have to motivate you. Yeah. You have to win. That's great. And why the Italian anthem? Why? Do you like it or?
Because of Ferrari.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So you're gonna be like Leclerc now, you know, just loving Ferrari and yeah, hopefully also winning a championship, maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Time
But
will
yeah,
tell.
what about Mexico, by the way?
An
Do you like
interesting
the
track
track?
for
Or?
sure. Interesting for sure. I mean, we have some similarities with Monza, but I think the setup will need to be completely different. So we'll see about how the Sector 2 and 3 will head towards the dirtier. And yeah, I mean, it's a tricky circuit at high altitude, so we had to take care of the parts in the car and be conservative.
Yep. So, well, I think I stole Horizon question, but do you have any question, Horizon, for
I'm good.
futures? You're good. That's good.
Yeah.
So thank you, Futuristic and Snacks. Well, I don't know why, but thank you, both of you, for joining the interview. And
Yep.
see you next week then.
See ya both.
See you.
Yep.
Bye
Thank
bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I think
Alright.
that's it.
That's it, yeah. That race was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. Yeah, I agree with that.
The only
So yeah,
drivers, the only thing that the drivers could improve on is to make more spectacular moves for us to watch. I have to write
yep.
a review out of that. Well, anyway, I think we'll buckle up things right now because it's currently um 9:40 on UTC +1, and yeah, it's pretty late. So, you got anything to add?
No, not really.
Not
So,
really. Okay
no.
then. I think that's the time for
Yep.
This is Horizon. This was Ferrara, and this was SLR. See you next time.